Okay, hello and welcome to the Sebring here on the grid. We have qualified in P7 here at Sebring, which isn't too bad. However, it's going to be a bit of carnage, I fear, in the opening lap. So let's see how we go. I've learned not to start from the pit lane at the Sebring because you will start roughly 30 seconds behind anyone else. So not ideal if you are to do that, as my force feedback just goes a little bit there. So yeah, not ideal if you are to do that, so that's a bit of a tip. Never start from the pit lane, unless obviously you just want to focus on safety rating. If you want to try and get a good result, you're not going to do it from the pit lane of this track. So we're hoping for a good start, trying to build our driver rank and our safety rating, of course. As we are about to get going. The guy in P8 is starting ahead of me here, which I don't think is allowed.
Green flag.
Here we go. So we actually get an okay start and managed to stay away from trouble a little bit. I'm going to hug this inside. Obviously a lot of people wash out wide. There's a yellow flag behind. So it's just very important in this opening lap also that we keep clean. We're going to try to go around the outside of this guy. Nice battle so far. Keeping it clean. Really nice battle there between me and the other McLaren. Fair play. But yeah, it means we maintain P7 for now. We are at no risk of a dive bomb, which is good. We've got gap in front as well, so just take it a little bit easy. Because that guy, fucking hell. So I actually get tapped on the rear there as well, annoyingly. So a little bit of damage to my rear. There's not much I could have done there. If I would have turned in, I would have got completely wiped out. Just had to wait for that guy almost just to go past me. So yeah, what we're going to try and build in this race here, especially as there's contact behind me, which does lead me on to my point, which is good, is just trying to build a bit of a buffer between the cars in front and the cars behind. Of course, we want to try and finish as high up as we can, but it's super important for me to stay out of incidents, stay out of trouble. Don't pick up any track limits, as that will negatively impact our safety rating. So yeah, I am very new to LMU. Very new. We have done a few races on stream. If you do want to come watch me live on Twitch, it is Liam Hammond 5. We stream most nights, to be fair, for a good couple of hours. All my links will be in the description if you do want to follow me. As well as my other social medias like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So if you want to come follow me on there, you guys are more than welcome to, of course. As right now, this is a good opening lap for us. No positions lost, no positions gained, and we are in touch with the leaders. So roughly about nearly 5 seconds off, let's say, to the leader. As there is a spinner, 2 spinners ahead, so we are going to go up 2 positions. Thank you for that, which we take. And yeah, that's very common here at Sebring. This is only, I think, my 3rd race here, so I am still learning, hence why I do have the racing line on. Before people cry at me in the comments section, I'm extremely new to LMU, so I know you should learn with the line off, but on a track like this, I need any help I can get. It's a hard track that requires a lot of concentration. And if I don't know where I'm going, then I don't know how I can drive. I don't know how I can improve. So, yeah, 4 minutes gone. Good start for us by now. So, if you do go on to enjoy this video, of course, if you don't mind dropping a sub, that would be greatly appreciated. Like the video as well. It does go a long way. Let me know in the comment section below as well. What's your favourite? Well, first of all, what's your ranking in LMU? Are you an LMU player? And what's your car of choice on the GT3s especially? I'm only in the bronze category right now, so it's the only cars I can be driving. However, of course, we will try to grind to get up until to the silver ranking and then into the gold. But of course, that won't happen without your guys' support as well. Your tips and tricks and how I can improve to become better, because that's obviously what we want to do most importantly. So there's a good battle for lead right now between the McLaren and the Ford. I have used the Ford and I have used the Porsche around here. So yeah, 3 races. I've used 3 different cars, which might not be the best idea, but just trying to figure out for me what is the best one. Obviously, we've got a whole week of this. If you're new to LMU, there are weekly races that happen daily. So they're called daily races, but they refresh every Tuesday. So we have got a LMU channel dedicated, a channel dedicated to LMU on my Discord server. So if you want to join my Discord, that will also be in the link below. Make sure you verify yourself if you're interested in LMU content. Make sure you select that role in the verification and on the announcements. And yeah, any point in the video, if you see some things I'm doing wrong, maybe it's a corner I'm taking wrong. Maybe it's the way I apply the throttle, the brakes, or my gear changes, or anything like that. Let me know in the comment section below. As I said, I want you guys to help me with this game a lot, because I am new. I don't play these type of games usually. We've come from being an F1 gamer, and before that, a FIFA, and Call of Duty. So never really touched racing games until properly in the last couple of years. But yeah, this is my first ever sim game, so not F1. Not F1. Bin that game off. But yeah, we are just building our rhythm in right now. Still keeping in touch with the guys ahead. Of course, we're not as close, but all the podium runners are within half a second of each other. So what's important to me is just staying out of trouble. As I said at the start, having that buffer to make sure if we do make a mistake. Was that going to be a warning? No, it's not. If we do make a mistake, we aren't going straight into the back of someone. We're not going straight into the... someone's not going straight in the back of me. So that's really, really important for me. And yeah, especially at the Sebring, mistakes are going to happen. Crashes are going to happen. Spins are going to happen. So it's just making sure that you're nice and clean and stable. And just picking up loose pieces where we can. But that's a really good lap from us. We're going to be into the 5s, which is good. So we're nearly half a second quicker than Andrade in front. Yeah, we are just nicely building into this. And of course, if at any point you want to skip forward on this video is completely uncut. You've seen from the formation lap. Oh, there's a guy off there. As I said, look, that's one of the podium runners. I believe that was our race leader, actually. So as I said, they're all so close together. Something is bound to happen, and something has happened. So up to P4 we go. A podium is in our sights, which I would be delighted with. But we have to just stay focused. There's a long time left on this race. 12 minutes, nearly 13 minutes. About maybe 6 laps to go. Anything can happen. Anything can change. And well, those of you that have watched me on Twitch, you know I am prone to a little mistake here and there. So yeah, that's something we're trying to get better at, but of course that only comes with playing the game. So we are green on this lap so far, which is good. The guy in front of me, he is also pulling away ever so slightly. He's had a better lap this time, just extending the gap up into 2 seconds. But as you can see, the top 2, both of them in a Ford, in a Mustang. So maybe the Mustang is the meta car for this week here at the Sebring. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying how the McLaren is right now. I feel like the McLaren's nice and pointy, so it sort of suits me. The back end is a little bit of a problem sometimes. But at the moment, we're controlling it well. So there is a yellow flag that is in front of us, and that is one of the Mustangs. So we are going to be up into P3 now. So 5.2 there. So we're half a second away from the guy in P2. So our advantage, unfortunately, has been cut down. And yeah, I do expect this. I do expect the Mustang behind me as that guy goes off as well. So we are moving up to P2, ladies and gents. I did say, look, We're 9 minutes in. We have stayed on the road here. And we've had a really, really good race so far. Of course, I'm not going to show you guys. Sorry, I am going to show you guys all of my races. The ones that do go right, the ones that do go wrong. Because, believe me, I have not had a race like this so far at Sebring. We're approaching half distance. And it's almost been a perfect race. Without the little rear contact that we had on lap 1 when the guy went diving down my inside. That felt like absolutely ages ago now. But yeah, so far, very, very happy with how things are going. But if we even stay 5% less focused than how we are right now, just for a split second, it could all go in the toilet. Because this is not a track you can have a little breather at. The only time for a breather is really, that's 10 minutes remaining, the only time you can have a little breather is here. And as you can see, look at the gap. So 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th all within about 4 seconds to me. So we was building that little bumper. Of course, people have had some mistakes, so we have been promoted up. But one little mistake from us, or a lapse of concentration, or anything like that, and we unfortunately are going to be back down within their clinches. So just got to stay focused, got to stay consistent there. If we can stay in the 5s, I'll be happy with that. 9 minutes to go. So I've got about 4 laps to go here. Just go into the grass a little bit. Did feel the back end just starting to step out slightly there, but I think that was mainly to do with the grass. Wow, look at that. Look at the gap that we've now created behind. They all must have been involved in something. Andrade's gone down to P7, so he must have crashed. And yeah, it's all kicked off behind us. So that is what, I mean, go back and watch the opening couple minutes of this race. The opening couple minutes of this race. As some people are moaning in the chat, but all we wanted to do was create a buffer. And at the minute, yes, we are in no man land. But if we are going to pick up a P2 from it, then holy hell, I will take that from, what was it, P7 on the grid, I think it was? Making up 5 positions, no track limits yet. We might get a little down mark for the contact. However, there's not much we could have done about that. This has been a really good race so far from us, so let's just keep it up. 8 minutes to go. And of course, if you are enjoying this video, if you could drop a like, that would be greatly appreciated. Any interaction with it at all, of course, will boost us onto people's recommended pages, which is what we want. LMU is such a growing game right now. As actually, we are going to need... We're going to need to lift and coast just slightly, I think. So in the hard braking zones, we will just lift and coast slightly. So like, for example, here, we can lift a little bit. Make sure we get round. But yeah, LMU is such a growing game right now that a lot of people are playing it. We've been streaming it now for roughly a week or so. But yeah, I mean, the big creators, they are starting to play. I know, for example, in Fratic, he plays it quite a lot now. Tom97 just getting into it as well. Uploaded a video the other day. And yeah, as you're watching this, this is Wednesday when you guys... sorry, as I'm recording this. I'm not sure when we'll release it. Potentially tomorrow on Thursday. But yeah, my plan is for these videos... Maybe to upload, I would love to be able to do daily uploads on like 1 race a day. However, you guys know I'm not always consistent with uploads and with streams. So I don't want to push myself to a schedule that I can't uphold. That's not fair on you guys. Not fair on me as well, trying to push things out. Not fair on my people around me. So I'm going to maybe look to do 2 or 3 episodes a week of just a daily race. And of course, if there's any other races that we could do, if we move into silver, then great, we can have longer videos. But we are also looking at doing the endurance racing as well. We have created our own team, the LH5 Racing. So if you guys want to join it, you're more than welcome to. Of course, all details will be in my Discord. So come in and join. And yeah, if we could have a little team going, a few little endurance races, you know, we're trying to build a community over here. It's not just about what we can do. We're trying to see how you guys are at the game as well. Can we build a little community for you guys to come hang out in? That'll be awesome. 5 minutes to go. I think fuel is fine now. Our fuel is fine. We just saved for that lap. And we managed to do it nicely. So the only upsetting, well, not upsetting thing, this has been a great race for me. But the only annoying thing is P1 is not going to experience any lapped car traffic. So our chances of the win is probably non-existent unless this guy has a spin. But as I said, we want it to stay within the 5s, and we have just done another 5. So losing a 10th to the car behind, which that's fine. They're not going to catch us with that. 5 minutes remaining. But this is the time in the race where anything could go wrong. One small, slight mistake, and well, we're not standing on that podium. We are probably going to be around 7th. So yeah, about a 15-second gap behind to M. Lucas in the McLaren. Yeah, the McLaren so far, I think it's been my favourite car to use on Sebring. I remember the first time when they put out what track it was going to be, because last week obviously we had Spa and Le Mans. Spa was a really good track for us, and we had some really good results there. Le Mans got a few pole positions, could never, ever, Chris Jericho reference, any WWE fans, could never actually put it into a decent result on the race. So yeah, it felt like Le Mans was a little bit cursed for us, and to be honest with you, going into, well, sorry, before this race, I almost felt like the weekly races for us were a little bit cursed this week. We have had, I said this is my 3rd time around Sebring. I think we've had about 3 Monza races as well, or maybe 2. And they haven't gone to plan either. So yeah, it almost felt like this week was a little bit cursed as well. But I think the way things are going, I think we'll be able to turn that round and grow and get better. So we are about to head on to the straight for what, well, it will be the penultimate time, as only 2 laps to go here. Just over 3 minutes as we cross the line. Probably about 3 minutes 7 seconds as we cross the line. Look at that. I was completely correct. Very happy with that. So yeah, 2 laps to go. The guys behind closed in by a 1.5 that lap. But what's the gap? What's the gap saying? I reckon they're full pushing as well now. Yeah, 1.5. They need to catch by 2.5 seconds per lap. Otherwise they are going to be nowhere near us, as there has been an incident behind as well. People have really dropped away. As someone's saying, I gave you the whole corner and you still crash. What I have learned as well, and obviously I am at fault for this as well, when someone crashes on this game, it's never their fault. It's never their fault. It's always someone else's fault, and don't get me wrong, I do say that as well sometimes. What is that guy doing? I can't believe that. What the hell? Oh, what else can I do? But yeah, no one is ever at fault for that. But ladies and gents, the last thing I'm going to say, if you have enjoyed this video so far, as we head into the closing stages, I can't lie, I've actually really enjoyed the making of this video. Of course, it's a lot nicer when the race goes to plan. Sometimes it always doesn't, but if you have enjoyed it, a like does go a long way. Drop a comment as well. Remember I said, what is your ranking right now? What's your driver ranking and your safety ranking like? And what is your favourite car on the GT3s? I know not everyone enjoys the GT3s because they are a little bit slow and sluggish at times, but for me, I quite enjoy them. It's the only car I can have right now, and yeah, for me, it's a good one. So let me know in the comment section below as we head into the final lap then. So our race leader has already started it, I believe. Yeah, for me, the first corner, it feels like the first corner and the last corner, I haven't been able to perfect at all. This will be could be a 7, you know. 6.2, yeah. Not nowhere near a 7. Yeah, it feels like the last two, sorry, the first corner, the last corner, I haven't been able to perfect that at all. In this race, not even perfect it. It feels like I lose a lot of time in there. And that I feel like about that way in quali as well. Just looking at other people's sector times, it felt like I lost about 4 or 5 tenths on that final sector, which I know isn't just that final corner, but to me it felt like that final corner was our biggest downfall. So 20 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a perfect race here at the Sebring. Wow, what? The funny thing is, this is my first race of a day. It's my first race of a day. I've just come back from the dentist, which is always a terrifying experience. Hopped on, and yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better race. Time is up, but I remember my first race when I was doing LMU. I saw that time remaining 0, and I just stopped. I just stopped, and my Twitch chat were going mad at me, like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And don't get me wrong, I've made some mistakes in on LMU. You know, I've underfueled too much. I've crossed the line with 0. I'm just gonna lift and go slightly here. I have had stop-go pens because of it. What else have I done? I've retired from races, which obviously you're not meant to do apparently at all. So I have done a few naughty things, and I have had a few bans, but hopefully we are on the other side of that now, especially after this race. This race has been utter perfection for us, as we have gone from 7th on the grid up into the second step onto the podium as we cross the line for the final time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed, a like would be appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you next time. Peace.